pay to see a fight.
Tim, do you see similarities the way Floyd Mayweather was treated after he beat Manny Pacquiao, as opposed to when you know, on paper you beat Pacquiao? You know, they took a lot of credit away. You said you went through a very hard time, but then when you lost to Pacquiao, you got more credit. Do you feel that's what they kind of wanted with Mayweather? Is there a similarity between the two?
No, there's always going to be, you know, when you're at the top, there's always going to be a lot of hatred and a lot of jealousy and envy. So, you know, Mayweather's going to have to deal with that. To me, Mayweather didn't lose, man. $275 million. I don't see how you lose, and I don't care what anybody say. I really don't. This guy will never have to work again his whole life. I mean, from generation after generation, the Mayweather's gonna always have money. So, hey, I don't understand how he lost, but you know, for me, I can say in my career, the money's great, you know, but being respected to me is ultimately what I would like. I would like to be respected. Yeah, the money is great, but you know, that money's not everything. So respect. I didn't get the respect after beating Pacquiao the first time, but the second time around, I got respect because I stood there and I fought him. And a lot of people was like, man, I've never seen anybody stand in front of this guy and swing the way you did and hurt him the way you did and, you know, and do this. So a lot of the fans were like, man, like, we respect you for that. Thank you for giving us a good fight. So,
what do you think? How do you think Floyd fought? What do you thought of the performance and the overall fight?
It was a great performance, man. Floyd did what he's supposed to do. You know, a lot of people was giving Floyd a hard time, and I'm like, why are you guys giving Floyd a hard time? I'm like, man, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He took his advantages and he used his advantages against a fighter, and he always outthink him. He outlasted him. You know, as far as conditioning goes, I watched Manny. He started fading, and Floyd was just like getting better as the fight went on. So I honestly thought it was a brilliant performance. I don't think Floyd can stand there and fight Manny toe to toe. And, you know, he probably could, but it's dangerous, man. You know, you saw him get hurt in the fourth round with the big left. But there was many opportunities where I felt that Manny could attack because Floyd went back on the ropes several, like, man, a lot of the whole, almost the whole night he was, you know, had his back against the ropes, man, and Manny couldn't take advantage of it. So there's nobody really to blame, man.
Were you surprised Pacquiao backed up when Floyd was on the ropes?
You know, he felt that heat, man. You know, Floyd has that power that surprises you. It's like you look at him and you're like, he's not that powerful. He don't really knock guys out, but he got that stinging blow. He got that pop. So that right hand was Floyd was sitting on that right hand, and Manny probably felt it and felt that he had to respect that distance.
Now, you had an injury in the first fight that we've seen. We've seen the replays and everything, and we've seen you fight differently.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people didn't, you know, they act like they didn't believe it or whatever afterwards. Now we hear Manny Pacquiao saying that he had an injury after the fact. What do you think about the contrast?
Listen, man, I had an injury in the second fight, and I didn't talk about it. I had an injury. I didn't go into the fight with an injury, but even after the fight, I didn't even talk about it. You know, I tore my calf. I got doctor's proof. I got X-rays. I got MRIs. I got the whole nine. But I don't sit there and I didn't talk about it. You know, I just said, you know what? The better man won tonight. Me and my team, we know what happened. Okay, good job. Congratulations, Pac. Beautiful performance, and that was it. You know, that's the way he should have let it be. He just should have just went on and said, you know what, I did my best out there. My best wasn't good enough tonight. You know, maybe me and Floyd can do it again.
Timothy, going back to you, like, you're one of the most tenacious fighters that's out there.
Thank you.
Do you think that that's something that Vargas is just not going to be able to, like, estimate, like, until he's actually in the fight with you?
Well, he's tenacious too. You know, he's a tenacious fighter too. So like I said, he's one of those fighters that when you hit him with a good shot, he wants to get you right back. So he's the same way. I just feel like in this fight, I just got to be in the best shape.
But I feel like you've been through so much toughness outside.
I have, inside and outside. I've been through a lot of toughness. I have the experience edge, no doubt. The experience edge. He has a youth edge. He's young. You know, he's young and you know, he's full of energy. So he has a youth edge. I have the experience, overall experience. I've been in big fights before. This fight doesn't rattle.
It sounds like you think that people are maybe underestimating, like, exactly how tough he is. Do you think that's?
I think people are. You know, because people don't really know Jesse Vargas, and you know, I don't know him. I haven't been in the ring with him yet, but just from watching film, and just studying him, and I'm just like, okay, there's certain things that I look for, and you know, and certain things that I see in Jesse Vargas, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, he's gonna be a little tougher than I thought. And what people are saying.
Is there anything specifically that you can tell us that you're like really like on guard for, or that you're really?
No, I mean, you know, no, he's just he's just a tenacious fighter. Like it doesn't matter what round it is. Like he's gonna be constantly throwing punches, constantly throwing punches, constantly throwing punches. He can be dead tired. He's gonna be constantly throwing punches because he wants to win. He wants to win. So it's never gonna be a time. I feel it's never gonna be a time in there where I'm gonna be able to relax on him. I'm gonna have to stay on him and stay on him and stay on him and stay on him.
One thing that he said he was worried about was your head. Is there anything you have to say about that?
Well, you know, that's what everybody said about. Yeah, he just. Remember, he probably has 5 inches over me, so just as long as he don't come down with his big old head, I won't have to. We won't meet heads.
Tim, you're one of the fighters. You would fight Godzilla if they lined you up with Triple G, Klitschko, anybody.
I'll fight with anybody. It don't matter, man. Line them up. I'll fight anybody.
Not a lot of fighters are like that. Why?
Anybody.
What's the mentality?
I'm a throwback fighter, man. Dude, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. You just can't sit there and claim you the best. You fight the best.
I got 2 more questions. Okay. I got to move them back.
That's it.
How would Tim Bradley do against Mayweather? Mayweather has 2 fights left.
I don't know. I don't know how I do. I think I do pretty well. I mean, you know, I don't know. I really don't know, man. But I know that I'm not gonna sit back and, you know, and just let him do whatever he wants. I know I'm gonna be rough and I'm gonna be tough, and I'm gonna be in there attacking him, of course.
Tim, do we see a move at 154? There's been a lot of talk. So you got 2 years left. Is that where you want to make that move, or I mean, do we see at 154 sooner than later?
If it makes sense. If it makes sense, you know, I think 54. I'll be strong at 54. A lot of people say I don't have the punching power to be able to hang on at 54, or, you know, for whatever reason. But, you know, I think 54. I think I'm strong at 54. I think that I can compete with a lot of guys at 54, especially the smaller junior middleweights like, you know, Cotto or even I can even say Canelo. Why not, man? Why not? Why not?
All right, guys, got to pull back.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, guys, thank you.
Thanks, Tim.